Tony D and Little Joan just off camera, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Dream Scenario, starring Nicolas Cage, another Nic Cage movie 2 days in a row. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Okay, so Nic Cage plays I think he's a college professor or a teacher, and he's being portrayed as just an ordinary guy when suddenly everybody starts seeing him in their dreams. For some reason, all across the United States, people see him in their dreams. Whatever dreams they're having, he just shows up. And he becomes a celebrity because of it, and he goes viral. And at first the fame is great, it's amusing, he gets attention, he gets interviewed, they do a documentary on him, Cera's in it, and then of course it becomes too much. I guess it's an allegory for internet fame of some kind. That he just eventually it just starts to sour. People start to hate him, and people start to, after following him around for a while, they start to this guy starts dressing up as him and showing up, and I guess it's just an allegory about fame and what it does to people, what it would do to an ordinary guy. And it's not good. So it's kind of hard to predict what the end of this thing is. It's a bit of a weird pitch, but first act, Nicolas Cage is a normal guy, mostly invisible, even to his students. He has trouble getting their attention, and then one day one of his students has a dream about him. And it's weird and odd and off-putting and whatever. Then a couple other people do. And it starts to snowball. It starts to get very weird. And then people on the internet talk about it. And it turns out they started seeing him in their dreams too. But they didn't know Nicolas Cage, so they didn't know to even say anything about it. They just saw some weird bald guy. This is the second bald Nic Cage movie. Then it goes viral. They do a video about him. Next thing you know, everybody's talking about him. Second act, he becomes internet famous and then TV famous, and they do a documentary about him. Everybody's trying to figure out why. Why does this guy keep showing up in people's dreams? And the funniest part about the movie is they keep showing the dreams. So there's all different situations where Nic Cage just shows up. And sometimes he's doing something weird, and sometimes he just walks into the room. But eventually it peaks, and the fame starts to ruin his life. And the question is, and Tim Meadows is in it too. He goes in to his boss, who is Tim Meadows, and says, "Are you dreaming about me?" And he goes, "Am I dreaming about you?" So it's kind of funny. How does it end? I mean, I don't think it's going to be a full-blown comedy. How would a comedy movie end? A comedy movie would end with the funniest ending. What would that be? Possibly that the entire movie was a dream, and that he's really Nic Cage. Possibly that the bad guy in the movie would suddenly end up being the focus of people's dreams. I don't think there's really a bad guy in this movie, like in a typical comedy movie. I think it's more of a comedy drama, or just a weird, quirky movie. So I think what will eventually happen is people just stop dreaming about him, and you know, he goes back to being a normal guy, and it's kind of the fallout from that. Maybe with a ironic twist at the end, like another guy becomes the guy that they're dreaming about. In a more drama type movie, maybe there would be some messages in there. I don't know. But, I mean, it's Nic Cage, so you can't go wrong. And it's Nic Cage acting normal, like he's playing an everyman type guy. See, here he is showing up in the dream. So, I think it'll be fun. It comes out in the fall. It's called Dream Scenario. And, yeah, how can you go wrong with Nic Cage? I mean, you just can't. Something cool will happen. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say take it. I will be at the Greenwich Artisan Festival Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4. All right, I think it's 10 to 5 and then 10 to 4 on Sunday. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.